Hey YouTube, Joe here with another knife overview, and today I bring you the Steel Will Bruiser 500. So we got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. So here's the box. Check it out. Now I've had it out of the box. This is not a opening first impressions, but I've been fooling around with a knife for about a week now. I want to show you the box, show you the presentation. As I said, it's already out of the box. It came locked in here in the Velcro, and came with, let's move the box out of the way, this very cool looking sheath. Nice touch. So let's bust out the Bruiser 500. Let's get a close in on that bad boy. A little bit more light going on. Okay, so while we're looking at it, I'll read off some stats for you really quick. As I said, it's the Steel Will Bruiser 500. The blade length is 4 inches. Its blade steel is a K110 stainless steel. Now, before I continue on with the stats, I've seen this particular steel mentioned as K110 stainless steel and Boker K110 stainless steel. Now, are they both one and the same? I don't know. I think they are. From my research, I think they are. But I'm open to being corrected in case somebody tells me no differently. No, they're two different steels. But from what I can tell, Boker K110 and K110 are the same thing. It's just that some people throw the Boker in there and some people don't. The blade hardness is 59 to 61 on the hardness scale. The handle, the scales, is a G10. The sheath that I showed you is made of Cordura. This knife is made in Italy. It's a drop point blade with a Linerlock. It has a I forget there is a terminology for this thumb screw, but I just can't remember it at the moment. But it's a really, we'll go over that one when we look the knife over. Really nice big thumb screw right there. What else? Oh, it has a I guess like a window breaker or nail nick, they call it. I did tell you it was a flipper. Oh, I'm sorry, a glass breaker. And it weighs 9 ounces, a hefty 9 ounces. Hence why it gets the name the Bruiser, because this bad boy is a bruiser. So let's take a look at it. The pocket clip is ambidextrous and tip up and tip down. You could switch it around. As you can see, has the 4 different locations. Nice sized lanyard hole. So we'll look it over again some more, but let's do a quick cut test. Believe it or not, this is one of the very first times that I can actually say this is a loaner, and my good friends over at Steel Will said I could do a paper cut test with it. So thank you, Steel Will. So you don't have to just say, oh yeah, it's sharp. We can check it out. So here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nicely sharp. So let's measure it up with some stuff. I just happen to have one of the Steel Wills that I own, the Druid. Let's measure it up against that. Let's back it up a little bit. I believe the number was the Druid 240, I believe. Any knife you see, just look in my description or up in the upper corner. You'll see it. It flashed the link if you want to check out any video on it. So here's the Druid against the Bruiser. Let's see, something of recent. The Boker Sulaco. is against that. Let's see. Let's do one more. Let's do the Kershaw Launch 1. And there it is against that. So let's look it over again. I remember what this was called. They have a particular name for this type of screw, but I mean thumb screw. I just cannot remember it right now, as usual. So let's look up. Let's see. Let me look off camera. I'd say it's about lockup's about 50%. Appears to be centered perfectly. Let's see. Pretty deep pocket carry for a pocket clip for a knife of this size. This nice size. I like the milling on the G10. Let me tell you something. This milling is nice and grippy. You're on knot, especially with the 9 ounces and the grippy G10. This is not going to fly out of your hands. This is really nice. Let's fade back a little bit so you can see a little more. Trying to get all angles. Has that nice, satisfying sound when you flip it open. Listen to that. Nice. That steel wheel in there. That made in Italy quality. I know I'm a little bit biased because I'm Italian, but you gotta admit, how many times have you taken out something and said, man, this is made in Italy and this thing's a piece of junk? It's always usually quality. So now, let's talk about it a little bit. Now, I showed you it's very sharp. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go over some things I do like about it and what I don't like about it. The one thing, if you notice, I didn't mention in the beginning is the price, because I wanted to talk about that, is the price is pretty much, it goes everywhere for around $250. Now, anybody who's watched any of my videos knows that my price limit is $200, but that doesn't make a difference. My price limit is different than other people's price limit. Some people, $200 is a drop in a bucket. No, for me, it's my max. I mean, I might increase it someday, but here's the thing. I was thinking, why is this $250? You know, so I thought maybe the Bowler K110 steel was a very super high-end steel, because I'm not really familiar with the K110. I looked it up. Yeah, there might be other knives that are in its price range, but I've seen some. But it's basically, from my research, Bowler K110 is basically top of the line D2 steel. It's like the best D2 steel you could get. So I started thinking, all right, so what else is made? I looked up other knives that are made of the Bowler K110. And it just turns out that I happen to have one, and it's a knife that you haven't seen me do on video. I mean, you've seen it maybe on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram, and it's the CRKT Ken Onion Skinner. Now, I don't remember what I paid for this back in the day because I've had this for several years. But if you look it up right now, this knife is still available. I think it's made. I mean, it says the Bowler K110, and we discussed that earlier whether they're the same, but I think they are the same. And this knife you can get for $60. Now, I know this is a fixed blade, it's a Skinner basically, and this is something entirely different, but it's just something to think about, you know. So, if anything, I mean, as I'm going through the negatives and positives, I would say that would be one of my negatives. $250 is a little steep, you know, but you got to think too, why would you be buying this knife? In my opinion, let's make sure I get that nice and focused. See the Bruiser? My opinion, this knife calls to people that want a folder that acts like a heavy-duty fixed blade. And to me, that's exactly what this is. I mean, it might not be to you, but that's what I feel like this is. This is, you know, you want something that's going to do the job of a fixed blade, but you want to be able to fold it and throw it in your pocket or your bag or whatever it is, your bug out bag or your going hiking bag. To me, this knife is definitely for you. I mean, I feel the weight is a little heavy for you to be, obviously, it's not going to be an EDC kind of knife, you know, 9 ounces, that's like lugging in your pocket, but that's not what this knife is for. To me, this is a heavy-duty hiking, backpacking, you know, I need a knife for outdoors kind of thing, but I don't want to carry a fixed blade. I want to carry a folding knife. To me, this is your knife. Now, another negative, two little things, besides the price, I feel that the clip is a little bit of a hot spot. Not major, not a deal killer. I just feel, I can feel it. I like it when a clip is, when you're gripping it, it's not something that you're gonna feel like in your hands. You know, it's something that you can do heavy work with it, and you're not gonna notice it. I noticed this clip, and I gotta admit, because of the weight, I would probably, if I own this knife and I wanted to use it, you know, for the heavy duty outside kind of use, I would probably take that clip off. This way I get a better grip and it wouldn't be a hot spot. Another thing that, and for some reason I'm not seeing it too well with my lighting, is I'm surprised that Steel Will made this a liner lock. I would have thought maybe something along the lines of maybe a frame lock, or if they were going to go with a liner lock. I just feel that this liner lock is a little kind of thin. I don't know if you're catching that if it's focused. I just thought, you know, a knife of this heft, of this weight, you know, you might have went with a little thicker liner lock. I mean, maybe this will hold well in heavy use, but it's just something I thought of. You know, I just felt that this should have been maybe a little bit thicker. I don't know, do they make, would a frame lock do well for a knife that's intended to be a folding knife for outdoors? I don't know. I just thought it would. I thought maybe it would. So as you can see, so that's pretty much the only thing I would have to say negative about the knife. You know, the price is a little high, but you know, you are getting a very heavy duty knife. I mean, this knife we just showed you, it's very sharp. It's very, very beautiful to the eye. It's well made. I like the way the line right through the blade. It's really nice. If you haven't heard of Steel Will, definitely look into them. Very good company, very diversified, different, you know, they have folding knives, they have fixed blades, as I was showing you. Here's the Druid again, very nice knife. Don't want to spend too much time on the Druid because the Druid had its own video. One last look at it. So let's zoom in for the final shot. So there you have it, the Steel Will Bruiser 500. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching my video, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.